Okay, first we had the heat wave warning. Now today we have an air quality warning. Interesting. I just noticed the sunlight looks kind of different today. I don't know. It kind of has this weird, brighter orangey look to it. Maybe it's because of the smoke. And today is supposed to be the first day of that Transport Canada public meeting in terms of the discussions of the drone laws. And a few of you actually contacted me saying you were going to attend and you're going to try to give me your notes. I don't know if you guys will be able to give it to me before the end of this vlog, but if you do, I'll publish it later on. One interesting drone thing I read today said there was a title here. It says America's most promising drone startup just partnered with DJI. Apparently it was the company 3D Robotics. Actually, according to this, this company was supposed to be one of the most promising drone companies before, but I guess for whatever reason, DJI took the top spot. For me, I'm not too aware of it because I only started with the Mavic Pro. But it's kind of interesting to read. I mean, it says back in 2015, California-based startup 3D Robotics seemed poised to compete for the top spot in the consumer drone market. For whatever reason, they just said people didn't respond to it as well. But now apparently with this partnership, you can use their software on DJI products. I'm assuming this is meant more for work-related stuff as opposed to recreational people. It's kind of interesting though. It makes me wonder, well, what happened? Why did everyone go DJI all of a sudden? Why not this company? I don't know, again, it makes me wonder, was it just due to availability? Were there just more DJI drones? Was the quality just better? Or did they just have more reach with the, I guess, the bigger photography community for whatever reason? It's kind of interesting because it even says there's still an American company trying to get into the market for the most part, like the GoPro, even with the kind of disastrous launch with the Karmas crashing, they're still trying to do it. It's kind of interesting to find out how people chose their drones. For me, that was just the company that stuck out the most in terms of the name brand. Every time when I looked everywhere, it's always DJI. And then of course when I saw the Mavic Pro, I was to me that's perfect for me for the size. So for me it's yep, there we go. I was actually really close to getting a Karma because I was actually looking for a vlogging camera and I thought oh, that would be perfect, a drone and a camera. I guess I'm just looking back now, I can't see how that would have worked. This one just works so much better and vice versa, that other drone is just so much more portable. Oh, the air quality really isn't that good today. And where am I heading here? Can I find some random place here to do some drone flying? We'll see. Oh, that's some really cloudy shots. Are probably really evident on the footage. Well, I thought maybe I'd have some time to try to get that crazy shot. It looks kind of cool with the lighting. It's kind of different with the smog or whatever you want to call it in the sky too because of that air quality. You guys actually shared with me some of the slideshows that they're apparently, I guess, using in that presentation with the Transport Canada. I think this one's the most interesting, the one that I saw about the pilot, the age restriction. It says here, defined as a UAS 250 grams to 1 kilogram, minimum distances to people and aerodomes, minimum age 14, successfully complete written knowledge exam, 5-year renewal, and have a liability insurance of at least $100,000. I mean, generally speaking, it's all old information that we know, but I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me, this proposal, because with this, they make it sound like you have a driver's license in many ways, yet they still want you to put things like your full name and address, right on the drone itself, which doesn't make sense. What's the point of doing this test if you can't have kind of the freedom to fly it in obviously not in every single way, but just like a car? You should have the freedom in many ways like that if you're making people to go through the process, in my opinion. Another thing that's kind of funny is the operating rules, because many people often compare drones to a car, even the smallest ones, that I would personally say that is clearly a toy. It says, for example, the person must be fit to fly, not suffering from fatigue, under the influence of alcohol or drugs. I mean, generally speaking, it makes sense, but it makes me think even with cars, I mean, you're allowed to have a little bit of alcohol in your system as long as it's not over a certain amount, correct? Whereas in many ways, I'm just thinking of this drone is none period, with the way it's written here. Not to say that you should, but it just kind of makes me think it's kind of weird how there's so much more restrictions on things like this little tiny toy versus a huge vehicle. To me, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it was mentioned before, but in many ways it's almost it's just because they don't use it, whoever's making the rules or whatever. So in that case, it's yeah, I don't care, just write whatever. Whereas for a car, most average person, probably that person themselves uses it, so they want to be more lenient because they don't want to restrict themselves, right? Alright, let's see how fast we can get down there and capture that. Looks really cool. Well, I think those clouds or smoke, whatever you want to call it, kind of block the sunset view. Normally be a lot brighter. Maybe it'll look different in the editing, but yeah, I was hoping it would be something more humongous. Actually, I wonder if you can tell the difference between the one that I took from this camera and the one I just showed with the drone footage. Not so random here now. Oh, looks like they're doing a night shoot. I see a lot of lights shining through there. Say what show it is. So they're shooting for Legends.
Look, crowd of salmon! I'm gonna go release it. There's no salmon in here. Dumbass! Oh, there are, but only in the fall. No.
Hey, not here.
Why'd you give it to me?
It's not nice.
That's what it is. You should have waited until I got out.
I don't even
That thing won't hurt you. I want to catch it now.
Talk about a learned behavior of fear. There, I think a little kid just caught like this really tiny fish and he just threw it back in the water. That's what they were freaking out about. Really, people are afraid of this little tiny thing. Just shows you how, I don't know, when you grow up and people, like, they make you afraid of stuff. Like, hey, don't touch this, don't touch this. That's how people learn to be afraid of stuff. Same thing with all the tech and stuff, right? I mean, people just stop saying, oh my god, this and this, and people will stop fearing it. Anyways, see you guys later.